Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be going over quite a few things right now. I'm going to discuss the whole walk your Eevee to get a candy deal. We have the actual screenshots of the quests, so we're going to go over that, and I'm going to discuss how you can speed up the progress of walking your buddy or preparing yourself just for the right time. Also with the eggs. We'll get into that in just a moment, but first, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the in-game items that they added for Johto region. Now, I like this hat except for I I feel like it's a little high up. Maybe it's just me, but if it was just farther down on the forehead, it would be perfect. I feel like it's just resting on the very top of the head. So there is that. It's pretty neat. And they have also some clothes for the females as well. Nice outfits. I'm not going to go over everything. So pretty neat, right? Johto clothes. I like them. So I purchased the bag because I actually have a brown bag that I carry around that's almost kind of like that. So I said, that basically looks like my outfit. So anyways, we're also going to be taking a look at me maxing out a Heracross because I was able to get a decent one in a trade. So I'm very happy about that. Yet to test it out significantly. I just went to a raid, a Lowland Raichu raid, and used it against it there. But it did have Volt Switch, so it was kind of annoying. Wasn't able to get a significant test to see how much damage it was actually going to do. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at those images for the Celebi quest. So were you stuck on two? I jumped ahead and I was thinking to myself, ooh wee, I'm going to collect it at midnight, but no siree, it did not work. So yes, that was a glitch. A lot of people jumped 2 days. You're not ahead because it's not allowing you to continue on. So anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of these A Ripple in Time quests. Okay, so first up we have 3 of 8. Now, what I'm going to do with my eggs here is I'm going to turn off my phone whenever I'm going long distances and only kind of turn it on, well, the app at least, when I'm still, because I want to save all of those eggs until I reach this point. The one where it's already claimed reward, that is reach level 25. Use a sunstone to evolve a Gloom or Sunkern. Fairly simple, Sunkerns are everywhere. Also, we have to go over shiny variances that are now released as well, which I'm sure all of you know about already. We'll go over that here in just a moment. Now, let's talk about this. Walk 10 kilometers with Eevee as your buddy to earn candy. Now, there's something you need to pay attention to that can help you big time. Do you see the bar for that? There's only one line, which indicates you only need to walk the kilometers to receive the candies. So have your buddy ready like around 3.5 when you get to this point, so you can just earn that candy immediately and then walk the other 5 and then get it. You'll be done and you move on. Because if they wanted you to actually walk 10 kilometers and have each one count, each kilometer, they would have individual lines in between that progress bar. But there's only one, indicating that you're only going to have to earn the 2 candies. So if you have your Eevee ready, you should just be able to get that first candy immediately and then move on to the next one. Evolve and Espeon during the day. All right, send 20 gifts. Fair enough. Then you move on. All right, so unfortunately, we cannot prepare our Eevees. You can get it up to like 4 point something or 3 point something and have that ready. Otherwise, you're just going to have to walk a new one. All right, next up, 5 out of 8. We're going to have to walk another Eevee to earn 2 candies and then evolve it at night to go into Umbreon. All right, fair enough. And then trade a Pokemon. So these are not so difficult. It's just they're time-consuming tasks, which I don't really mind. You know, there's nothing you can do about it anymore. Complaining won't help anything. If they were super hard and challenging, I'd be all for it. But you get what you get and you move on. So let's see what the next task is. Okay, so we have visit Pokestops 7 days in a row. Okay, that's another 7-day stall right there. Yep. Hey, at least if we're all on the same page, I don't really mind. If there's no advantage for everybody else to get ahead and we all have to be on the same level, I have no problems, no complaints. Next one is use items to evolve Pokemon 2 times. I would assume evolution items, which they're handing them out like candy through the tasks and these actual rewards themselves. So you shouldn't have a problem there. Looks good. Looking good. Doesn't seem like anybody's going to get their Celebi anytime soon who did not go to Go Fest because of these stall progresses. But hey, it is what it is. So, and lastly, not too sure how accurate this is, catch a certain amount of grass or psychic type Pokemon, trade a certain amount of times, and earn a gold Johto medal. So there you have it for the Celebi quest. The last one will be you collecting Celebi. Alright, now we have the new shiny Pokemon. This is an image from the Silk Road. 3 new shinies introduced this time. We have Pinecone, Ottu, and Sunkern in their evolutions. Which one do I like the most? Well, that's definitely going to have to be Fortress with that all gold. It's funny that we were even discussing this a couple days ago, how I like that shiny variant. Yeah, other than that, cool. They added a few new shinies. Another event for them to toss in a couple to get out of the way. Something not too significant, but it is what it is. Very unexpected, especially the Ottu. It's so bad because I can hardly even tell the difference between those, so I have to pay extra attention when I click on them, especially if there's any sort of sun glare or anything like that. Back at the Go Hub, and a big shout out to Samurai Mac, who made this trade with me. We've been waiting to do this for quite some time now. Really appreciate it. He actually went to GoFest and he has a Torkoal. I was actually thinking about it, but I was like, I'll go with Heracross. I would like a female one. Now I have a male and a female, so if breeding ever does come out, I'm ready to go with that. Okay, I'm not going to go down that road. So thank you, Samurai Mac. Appreciate it. Now you're thinking to yourself, why would you ever want to max one of these out? Yes, Heracross is pretty good, but we have better bug types coming, and also your fighting types are completely all set. And this one is not going to outrank any other ones. Yeah, but, it's a region exclusive. I really wanted this when it first was announced as a regional. I was very, very sad about that, honestly. And now I have my hands on one, a decent one with at least 13 or 14 in attack, and now it's game over. Alright, so max CP potential, 2,938 attack, 234 defense, 189 and stamina, 160. Okay, what's it weak against? Oh, it's really weak against flying, and then weak against fairy, fire, and psychic types. Resisting bug, dark, fighting, grass, and ground. So I tried using it up against a Tangela. The time left was like a minute. I was dodging way too much and it was a disaster. Okay. But what you're going to see with this Alolan Raichu is quite amazing. I knew what I can get away with because of my Gengars are monsters. In this case here, because they can destroy anything you put them up against. Unless it has Psychic and Confusion. Confusion's the real killer of Gengar, honestly, for any defender or raid boss. So I dodge a whole bunch just to see what Heracross is capable of. And I do believe it was raining, so the Alolan Raichu was weather boosted with its moves, and so was my Heracross with its bug moves. Best movesets: counter, close combat, counter Mega Horn, counter Earthquake, Struggle Bug, close combat, Struggle Bug, Mega Horn, Struggle Bug, and Earthquake. I recommend as a gym defender, probably Struggle Bug in close combat. Struggle Bug is kind of an annoying move to dodge, and close combat just comes in extremely quick. Mega Horn is you can use that, but yeah, it's up to you. And then here are its movesets. Okay, so quite nice. I'm happy with this Pokemon here, maxing it out. So let's see what else we have going on for it. Now, you may remember the other day I made a video talking about if you don't make it into the yellow by 191, you're okay. As long as you have other Pokemon to back it up and speed up the process and take care of business, you should be okay. And this is going to be a prime example. Better than the Moltres one. I was way, way, way behind schedule as far as the health and the clock goes, and the Gengars pull it up. I knew they were going to be able to do it. It was really close, especially with my Gengars and the health. Dodged everything literally perfect on what I needed to do. So yeah, I got the Heracross going in there. And if you're wondering, what is the Kabuterimon? It is a Digimon, actually, and I figured I'd name it that. So here we go, we're off. Now it has Volt Switch and Wild Charge. You could say that's the hardest moveset. In the rain, oh yeah, especially in the rain. I mean, obviously it's boosted. Yes, my attacks are boosted too, but that doesn't help the fact that I'm trying to do a test to see how much damage I can do without fainting first. So here we go. What do I think about it? The performance. It's okay, I invested in it. It is what it is. I haven't used it up against any gyms yet. I did use my other one, but I have certainly not used my maxed out one. So it should be fun. It is going fairly slow, and as you're going to see, the time is going to be way behind. And then in comes the Caesar after this one. I wanted to throw it in there, just kind of a little comparison. Also the weather, so it was getting the boost for the bug type moves. Caesar is always solid too. It's just a great Pokemon to have always. I'm glad I maxed this one out, even though the IVs weren't ideal. Somewhere around like I think 89% maybe. So yeah, it works for me. And with that said, trainers, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. I want you to take a look and pay attention to the health as I go into the yellow and see what the time is at, because I am way behind schedule, and I want you to just see how good Gengars are. Granted, I had to dodge, obviously, but nonetheless, they were still able to pull it back. But just barely. I literally had 1 HP on my last Gengar. With that said, thank you for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.